Hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast, where today we are talking about episode 7 of DanDaDan.
Dan, dan,
DanDaDan,
dan, 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 dan.
DanDaDan. I am Nick, with me is Josh,
Hello.
and we are talking about not even arguably just the saddest episode of this anime so far.
Good God, I wasn't expecting to cry.
Yeah, dude. There's like a couple other sad parts that are coming up, but like this is still what I consider to be like the biggest heartbreaker of what I've read.
Yeah.
Yep. So this episode opens on a woman running through the streets, seemingly in distress. We, over the course of the episode, get context for what's happening with that. Cut to the end of the last episode, where Acro Silky, with her new perm, is pissed as fuck.
Now she's acro permy.
Yep. And she's super upset that they took Ira from her, because Ira is daughter and best girl.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
uses her
Well,
new
I
perm
don't
hair to
know.
attack.
Cat Granny is best girl though.
No, I know, but like for Silky,
For her.
Acro Silky, she's best girl.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah. This episode has like a couple of good beats to it. The fight's okay. I think this is the weaker half of the fight because we don't have a whole lot of the actual fight itself in this episode. It's
Yeah, it's more
mostly,
of I need to dodge everything instead of fighting.
yep. Yeah, it's a lot of avoiding attacks because, as we find out over the course of the episode, because her hair is all, um,
Grizzled.
yeah, it's getting caught in things instead of like her being able to release them after she uses things. Now she's just stuck on them. So the further along they get her to fight, the more she becomes ensnared, which is kind of the strategy for fighting her right now. Which I appreciate. Like, it's a fun little intelligent way of fighting this enemy.
Yeah, plus I know it's not much of a fight, but it's still shot beautifully
Oh yeah.
with her going through the rafters and everything.
hmm We also get like feet shots, which I'm sure Quentin Tarantino, you need to watch this. But
Mm-hmm.
like we get specific things, like the fact that she stands in a dancer's pose with her big toe forward and the rest of them curled back so she can rest her weight on her toes.
And I just say how uncomfortable I was with that.
Yeah, but it's honestly a real thing. Like I've known a lot of
Uh,
dancers. That's what you have to do.
yeah, it just
Oh, it fucks up their feet
feels,
forever.
looks painful.
It fucks up your feet forever. Your toes are never right after that.
Oh,
Like they always get like weird, like they're weirdly shaped after that because you're basically slowly reforming your toes to be a better dancer. Yep,
well, time to fuck up my toes now.
yep. I'm sure you would totally be able to be a dancer.
Oh, hell yeah.
hmm But yeah, then we she finally manages to get Ira alone, and she's all caught up. She can't get to her actually. I find honestly kind of nice. Like it's good that there was like strategy to this fight. Of course, it only works for like a second before she starts kicking everything in order to try to free herself.
Not just kicking, she's scalping herself.
Oh yeah. Well, she starts with kicking herself.
Yeah.
Then
Oh,
Momo grabs her legs with her psychic powers, and that's when she starts scalping herself.
God. The sound design for that, too, is just
Although, like,
horrific.
real talk, it's not actually scalping herself. She's just tearing her hair off.
Yeah.
But then
Ugh.
Okodun has to go all out again. He doesn't know how to fight actually, which is great. I do love that. Like, just because he like has these powers doesn't mean he knows how to use them in combat at all.
Yeah, it made me go back and, like, rewatch a few. Like, yeah, he definitely doesn't actually fight.
No, the most he
He
does is he bites the
runs.
fingers,
Yeah,
which again is not fighting. He's just biting at shit. Like that's not fighting at all. That's extreme fear.
but he does. He is super effective though here and uses headbutt.
Oh yeah. No, I do love that. He's like, all right, well, the only thing I know how to do is run real fast, run and launch myself into her stomach. Um, that does become kind of a signature move for him. I'm gonna be honest.
Is a headbutt?
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
You know, you would think it wouldn't be effective since she's a ghost type.
You would think, but she's also a
I
fighting
guess
type, so it should be even less effective.
I'm gonna assume they used Trick Room or something and
Hmm.
was able to switch up effectiveness. This just turned into a Pokemon podcast.
Oh
So,
yeah. I mean, it's not outside of our realm of possibility, and we will get references to it in the show. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
are you serious?
Dude, we get so many fucking references. Get ready, dude. I
This
can't wait
is
for us
just
to,
fully coolly then.
dude. I can't wait for us to get to the Tremors references, which is a
Oh,
real thing. Oh no, I knew you were gonna be excited when I
I
said that.
love those movies,
Yeah,
all of them, except for the Wild West one. I hate
I'm
that one.
I'm like I'm fairly certain we're getting to that this season. I'm not 100% certain, but based on where we're at right now, it's very likely we're getting to that as the last arc of this season.
I'm okay. I'm ready for this.
Hmm. Anyway, they managed to get a hold of Okarun's ball after they beat the shit out of Acro Silky, and then Turbo Granny's like, "Hey, just so you guys know, this girl's dead." Because Ira, when a yokai eats you, unless you're special, like you have yokai power or are psychic, you die immediately the second you're ingested. So now Ira's just
But
dead on the ground.
wouldn't she technically be special though? Saying she's able to see ghosts.
The ball lets her see it. If she wasn't holding on to it, she wouldn't be able to.
Oh, I thought this whole time I thought she absorbed some of the power from it.
No, it's only when she's got it in her possession can she see ghosts. Like it's not her that's
Um.
special, it's the ball that it's like basically having a spiritual item on you.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, she can't like she's not special on her own. The ball made her special. And
Okay.
because
I
of
I
that,
was genuinely confused with that.
yep. No, I completely get it. Yeah, no, she didn't have any spiritual powers of her own. She just had in possession a testicle with magical powers. Yep, that's what this show's about.
Magical testicles. Magic testes.
It's also a romance. Yeah, so then they try everything they can to try to save her. Um, Momo's doing heart compressions. Okarun's doing like
In his first kiss
yep,
without teeth.
yep. Oh god, that is a rough first kiss. Not as rough as Denji's, but still.
Ugh.
Yeah, they're trying their
I'm
best.
upset. Like I was watching just some TikToks and that came up,
Yep.
but with a real person.
Oh boy.
Yep, they were drunk.
Yeah, it'll happen.
I laughed my ass off.
Yeah, so then Acro Silky comes in and she's like, "Hey, listen, I realized that like her aura's gone. You guys can have mine. That way you can bring her back to life. I realized that I fucked up. Apparently being trapped on Earth without being able to pass over made me kind of fucking crazy. Sorry."
Yeah, I ripped out all of my hair, so no, I'm really no threat now.
Yep. But in case you're still worried, I'll tear my fucking jaw apart.
Good God.
Yep, just blood everywhere.
I, not only does she rip it, she like rips it down to here and it
Oh yeah.
just dangles down to her freaking belly button.
Oh yeah, no, like she totally tore all the muscles in her jaw to do that.
Oh, man, at that point, yeah, I'm gonna trust her.
Yep. So then Momo connects her aura to Ira's, and we get like genuinely one of the most depressing things in an episode of anime, where the rest of the
Good,
episode is just about her backstory.
good God.
Oh yeah, no, it's so brutal. It's so fucking sucks. And like, think about this. She never finds her actual daughter. We have no idea what happened to that little girl.
I assume she's dead
Probably.
at the very end.
Probably. Dead or sold into slavery, let's be real.
I mean, she technically was herself, so
Yep. Yeah. So we get the backstory for the Acro Silky. She was a mother during her actual life who was both a prostitute and worked a series of odd jobs in order to make enough money to support her and her daughter and try to get her nice things because she wanted her to have a good life.
yeah. Hence the dress that she wore.
Yep. Yeah. How did you feel when you realized that the dress she's been wearing is the dress that she bought her daughter?
It, it I had a guttural gut punch.
Yep. Yeah, it's
It
pretty fucking brutal. So we get like all these moments of like her going home, spending time with her daughter, and working all these odd jobs. Like she's a janitor. She's teaching her daughter how to dance ballet. She works at a convenience store. She's making food for her daughter. She's whoring herself out. She's napping at home because she's exhausted from everything, but still gets up when her daughter wants to play. She keeps
what
doing
a
like,
mother.
yep, all these like various things for her daughter, trying her best to be like a good mom while trying to make enough money to like support her and get her the nice things that she wants. She buys her this nice red dress that we've seen her wearing as Acro Silky the entire time. Gets her this nice birthday cake. It's this super sweet moment, but you know it has to end badly.
Yeah, because this whole thing, we're getting this beautiful piano music as we're seeing photos of their life together, kids trying to be the best ballerina she can be. And then it happens.
Yep. Then the Yakuza come because they think that she's been holding out money on them, and that she hasn't been giving them the money that she owes them that she's been skimming off the top. So they come in, they beat the shit out of her. Um, they she sees her daughters freaking out. She tries to fight them off, gets thrown through glass. The Yakuza grab her daughter. She tries to save her. They beat the shit out of her more, leave her for
Oh,
dead.
I don't know that when she goes through that glass door, the shards go
Yep,
through her arms, through veins.
yep. Like she
She
is.
was gonna die no matter what here.
Oh yeah, no, she is on borrowed time at this point. So then we get she gets up and starts running through the streets. And that's when we get the POV from the start of the episode. And now we get the context of it's her trying to find her daughter. She's running through the streets, desperately searching for her. She sees a car. She's like, okay, I think I've found her, and collapses. Throws up blood as the car drives away. And then again, collapses again. And then we get this scene of her dancing on the rooftop as she dances closer and closer to the edge. We get these moments of like her and her daughter, and then we get like on her
This is
dance move, we see her foot swing over the edge of the roof as she jumps.
by far this scene here was the most beautifully shot moment of
Oh
this
yeah,
series so far.
oh yeah. No, this is like they knew what they were getting with this episode. Like this is the
Oh,
emotional episode of the season, and like this is the emotional episode realistically, of the series so far, there's not going to be a heavy hitting episode like this anytime soon. Like, I'm 9 volumes in. I think there's 16 volumes in Japan, but that means the rest of the season we'll get like a sad moment here and there, but not as much as this. And what I assume is part of the next season, we're not going to get nearly as much tragedy, so, at least in the front half of the season. But yeah, then we get the moment where she's walking through the streets. She's like, I know I've lost something important. I just can't remember what it is. And then Ira reaches out and grabs her dress and um, says, "Mommy," realizes that it's not her mom and walks away to her dad right
Oh,
as
my
she's about
mom's
to
not
reach out.
covered in blood with glass everywhere.
Yep. Right as she's about to reach out to grab her hand, she walks away.
Oh.
And that's what corrupts this woman's spirit, that now she has purpose, that she is going to protect this little girl because she couldn't protect her own daughter. That this is now her daughter. She will protect her until her final days.
So far there's been like a real theme. Aliens, disgusting bastards.
Yep.
Ghosts have all been like this like tragic, like they're trying to protect something, but in like the worst way possible.
Yep. I will say one of the next aliens we get is actually pretty decent. Like, he's a cool dude.
Okay.
Like, I like him a lot. He's a fun character. But we also get Ira's backstory, that her mom had died in some sort of circumstance, that her dad told her, like, you're probably not going to see her for a long time, so you got to be brave and you got to try to, like, grow to be as strong as possible so the next time you do see her, she's proud of you.
So instead she grows up to be a bitch, being like, I'm beautiful, that's all that matters.
Yep.
And I'm also going to burn an innocent girl.
Yep. I don't think she was going to burn Momo. I think that was like she genuinely didn't get what she was holding. Because she keeps asking if it's a real crucifix.
Oh.
But yeah, then Momo breaks down crying. Okarun's about to attack. And then the Acro Silky starts to collapse and fall apart as Ira gets up. We find out that because she's transferred her aura to Ira, now she is going to disintegrate. And because she had so much resentment left over, because she never managed to resolve her issues, she's just going to collapse into the void, and it'll be like she never existed in the first place.
Which is the most horrifying like thing to think about.
Mm-hmm. But then Ira, in the Acro Silky's last moments, runs up to her, holds her, and thanks her, telling her that, she loves her and that she always felt loved and that she was the best mom in the universe, thus resolving her issues and allowing her to pass on instead of become a part of the void. Oh
And
man, this is like a real
and
gut
then it
punch
just
episode.
ends with Turbo Granny again blowing an hair dryer into her face.
Yep. I mean, that is just a Turbo Granny thing.
Oh god, you go from this gut wrenching like you're like bawling and then boom, right in your face.
Yeah, yeah, it's dude, it's a tough episode. Like, the emotional highs are so big this episode. Like,
Ah,
it's it's really tough to like.
I
It's a
wasn't
tough sit.
like I I should have been expecting this. Like I don't know. I said it several times. Like this is just like Fooly Cooley, and it was completely wild and batshit, but it had like these gut wrenching moments as well.
Yep. Which is what this
Except
show.
for this one's hitting it harder.
Oh yeah, no, this what again, this is the hardest I think it hits. Maybe further than where I've read it hits harder, but again, I just finished volume 9 today. Nothing is as heavy as this episode. after this. So yeah. Uh, Josh, where do you think this is gonna go?
God, I don't know. Like honestly, I don't. There's no way they're gonna find a second nut by the end of the season, right? Like,
I mean, spoiler alert. No, they don't get it by the end of the season.
okay, good.
Hmm.
But clearly, there is going to be an issue between the three of them where they are going to become a throuple.
Not exactly. There's a lot of stuff
Hmm.
going on in the series. Like it's a romance anime. At its heart, it's a romance anime. It's gonna do the romance anime things where there's gonna be love triangles. There's gonna be triangles built off of triangles. There's gonna be this weird dude who wants to be involved in the love triangles and is never allowed to be.
Is because he's an alien?
No, because he's me.
Ew. God, I
Uh,
do though. However, I do want more aliens. We've gotten a lot of ghosts.
yeah, we have. Again, next arc, for the next couple episodes is predominantly aliens.
Okay, as
So
long
we're
as they
getting more
equal it
alien.
out.
Yep, we're getting more alien, and then we'll start leaning into cryptids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
This I'm happy about.
yeah, we'll lean into cryptids, and that's where we get the Tremors references.
Yay.
Yep.
Hi.
All right. Anything else you want to say, Josh?
Um, Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Howard Stern's penis. All right. Bye bye.
Bye.